Alright, welcome everybody. So, today watching a roll between me and Mike, exactly like 3 years and 2 months ago. This is from January of 2020. Surprising. Times just keeps flying by in jiu-jitsu. But, so you'll experience what me and Mike's rolls look like a lot of the times. Me playing guard, Mike passing, Mike subbing me. It's life. If you don't know Mike, he was a D1 wrestler at Michigan for a little while. He competed the past, 5, 6 years at high level grappling tournaments. He made a great name for himself, and he's a great instructor and training partner. So if I learn rolling, we can certainly dissect it and learn from watching. So glad you're here with me. Let's do it. So starting on the feet, obviously, but that will change momentarily. I'm trying just to make sure I have a positive grip before I pull guard. So I get this underhook. I think about maybe driving through, but no good with those hips. So there, Mike knows I'm trying to sneak out the back door, so he hops through and tries to darce. I get my head free, I get distance. And now try and go back to neutral, but I need to force him to disengage. So there we go, that arm drag does the trick. So when playing shin to shin on Mike, the goal right there is to just not give him space with his cut knee. So his right knee in that case. So there he goes again, trying to knee slice. But my De La Riva hook stops it. He's got that ankle lock. He's off balance there. I'm able to free that up. And then when he goes to backstep again, I'm able to reverse that with my butterfly hook. And now he's countering that to the leg, but as long as I can keep my left instep there, we are gold. My left instep's under his knee. And here, when I can separate his legs and back out, there we go to 411, but Mike's able to counter that quickly. And here, when I go for this rolling guillotine, that is just 101, Mike. So my left shoulder touches the mat, and he uses that momentum to push on my hips and roll through. And that exposes me to, right here, a back take. So what he did was, as I went to turn away, I was going to try to Granby. He just put a seatbelt in and didn't allow me to continue my roll. And then he went weightless on his legs, sat to his butt. Now he has his ankles crossed at my hips. Trap triangle from the back. And my left shoulder is isolated there. So that was a Kimura from the back. Reset right to shin on shin to shin. Again, the goal just to not give Mike space with his knee. As you can see, he's a very big fan of a knee slice. So the natural counter to that is De La Riva. And then as he tries to backstep, that puts me into the shin to shin, or that Z guard. I try to swing my leg over to maybe a leg lock or a armbar. But that leads me to get smash pass right here. So Mike's just trying to pass my right leg, my bottom leg there. Keshav's getting fucked up by a white belt. Here I tried to push his hips away, but he countered that by going knee on belly. So now I need to protect the space from my arms. Here he's using that shallow overhook to isolate my right arm, but it's a very telegraphed situation, so I'm just waiting till I can get my elbow back between his legs. And there I throw my legs over just to give a barrier. And then as he goes to the arm or the legs, I'm already well aware that was going to happen, so I'm push and pull, extract my leg. Right away, Mike re-engages here to knee slice, and then it'll switch to a Toriando. And then I want to point out this Kimura, spinning armbar, and hitchhiker escape. That's something I learned from Gary Tonin. We'll do a breakdown on that match where I learned that in a future video. So now Mike playing guard for a moment. I don't want to go into his guard, so I'm thinking I'll roll over it. Mike counters that easily. A little octopus guard style back take. And then I'm worried about my back getting taken and then totally neglect that leg. So here I should tap. I should tap. You should tap. I should tap. It's over. It's over. So there's that. Nice knee bar from back take. Again, knee on the shin to shin. Just worried about his knee cut, really. There I try to elevate, thinking about going to 411. He counters that with a guillotine. Escapes his knee here. I notice it's out, so I'm like, ah, shit. Reset. He's going to go for this armbar again, but I'm able to just shuck it off. Leads him right to 411, and I'm saved by the bell here. It's exhausting work. Very, very exhausting work rolling with Mike. He's big, he's smart, he's experienced, he's technical. So that's a roll with Mike. You know, one of my best training partners, longest training partners. So I hope you learned a little something. The main takeaway, I think, is just how Mike re-engages with a knee slice so adamantly and so properly. And then also that counter from him passing, me putting in a Kimura grip, and then he'll always go for a spinning armbar there, and I can use that to hitchhiker escape. So at a future date, I will break down the video of Gary Tonin doing that escape where I learned it. Until then, peace out. Go grapple.